Y'all, I know this might sound like some crazy ego or something like that, but I think after something that just happened today, or this message I received on my phone, it got me thinking, like, I'm not rich, but I'm not broke. Like, am I working class? If you can make up to 40,000 a year, is that working class or middle class? I'm pretty sure that would be working class, right? I don't know. High working class, I don't know. But I realized that I will never be broke because I don't get the option to stop working. I don't get the option to just fiddle around until I get fired. Hey, if the shoe fits, you know who you are. That's giving me an example to say this right now. But I don't get the option to like get pregnant, that's crazy, and come back home to mom and dad or whoever and not work for a while. I don't get the option to just say, you know what, I'm gonna drop everything and really focus on this YouTube stuff, even though I gain like 1 subscriber every 3 months or something, you know? Like, I have to just work, and save, and then spend all this, like in my current situation, spend a lot of money on bills. And I feel like in my situation, if I stop working, we're all, or the people in this vicinity, in this building with me, I don't want to say anything too specific and then people get offended, but they're going to get offended no matter what. But we're just, if I stop working, like that, and that's not to make me seem like I'm serving y'all justice or anything. Like, I'm working for myself too at the same time, right? But if I'm out of the scenario, from as far as I can understand, so that's why now, after someone was hitting me up, trying to hint at or try and make me feel guilty or whatever you're trying to do, you know who you are, that's giving me the idea to be saying this right now, but I'm not going to say your name specifically. I posted this little thing on my story about how I was spending I'll be specific about this. I was spending $100 on beats because, like, I make music, or I write songs, and yet I rarely ever go to the studio, and I have yet to put out music because right now I primarily just focus on gaming and making content because I love doing that, you know? And whenever I do finally decide, or just the switch just goes off in my brain that it's time to really commit to the music, then, you know, that's what I'm building my discography behind the scenes for all these years and things like that. And I just wanted to show in that moment, literally a few hours ago today at the time of recording this, that I just spent a lot of money on a bunch of beats for songs that I've written and y'all would probably never hear in this lifetime because I'm taking forever to get to that part of my life or to that part of my journey. But hey man, it just had me thinking, like, I'm not broke or I'm not rich, but at the same time, I'll just never be broke because I always have to work. I always have to work, and I don't get that option to just sit back and take some me time or whatever. And it's not that I want to. Like, I enjoy my job. I enjoy making money in the things I spend my money on and investing money back into myself and my potential careers and things like that. And it's like, dude, I kind of wish I wrote down some more things to say because now I'm just trying to think of something else to say. But at the same time, if I wasted so much time writing it all out as a script, it wouldn't be as explosive in my mind. Oh yeah, that's another thing I was trying to say. I will never be broke because I'm already in a position to where I have to work at such a young age. Well, I'm 21, but be under all this pressure while also having multiple examples, like people that are older than me, siblings and relatives, whatever, that have had the ability or have been in a position where they could just comfortably go back home with their mom and dad for a while. Now, technically, yes, I live with my parents, but it was like I graduated and then I already moved here. It wasn't like I started to get my life together and then things took a turn for the worse or something kind of slowed down in my life and then I had to go back to my parents. No, I just graduated and then I was like, either you're just going off to college or you're just gonna live with your parents and work or whatever, right? The only two paths I've known of. But the way life has gotten for me, again, I will never be broke because I don't have the option to stop working. So I'm always going to be making money, even though it's not enough for me to live on my own, obviously, but it's enough to keep me around here and know that I have a decent amount of money until I can find a way to, you know, change that and actually make money that's man. Yeah, you got me thinking for that. You got me thinking with that one because I'm already cultivating a mindset to never stop working at such a young age with the position I'm in right now, with family matters that's really put me in this position. The more I think about it, of course, it would be family matters that would even bring me to this point to even realize that wow. Like I've thought of this myself before, but it's never hit me as deep as it is now, to the point where I'm like, wait, I gotta tell somebody about this. I'm not rich, but at the same time, I will never be broke. Like someone asking me for money and trying to make me feel bad because, oh, it must be nice to have this and that, but I'm not rich. Like I obviously must have more than you if you gotta ask me for money, but I'm not rich, dude. So it's not that deep. But then it does become deep when I realize again I will never be broke. So thank you for opening my eyes on that. I'm still not gonna say your name specifically, but dang man. And it's been a minute. I got so many, and like I was saying about the script stuff and all the things I write down. Like I have so many videos like this where I just want to talk to the camera and say some things. A lot of those probably would have just been me joking or roasting, you know, some type of thing that was going on in my life. But this one is literally like I just sat down like, whoa. And you know, it's crazy. Literally, I was talking about that I posted something about buying the beats. In this moment, as I was just walking around through the hallway, back and forth through my room and stuff, I was about to pull up the files and download it to my phone. Because that's what I do. I buy the beats and then I just download it on my phone and just play it over and over as time goes on and just listen to my songs, you know. And I sat back like, bro, I'm simply not broke, and I'm in a position where I will never be broke. Yet the way you're trying to call me out and say it must be nice, but you're saying it in a way as if I'm just rich. Like I'm not rich, bro. If I was rich, I wouldn't be. I swear to God, I would not be responding to you. I would have someone. I would be paying someone to respond to you, or I just simply block you or whatever and just move on with my life because y'all been putting me in that awkward position for so long anyway. To I'm never gonna be broke. Like if I actually do pop off with my music one day and I have millions of dollars and then I make some mistakes in my career and then just go back to like having to sell all of my assets and things like that. You know what artist I'm potentially thinking about right now that's giving me the idea to say that. But hey, that's all love, man. I'm just using an example, a prime example or whatever. Then you could say I'm broke and I lost it all, but right now I'm still not rich, but I'm not broke. So yeah, that's it, bro. Or that's it, y'all. It's called y'all, bro. Call me bruh one more time. Bruh.